Welcome, gentle viewers, to another Pacific Drive episode. Unfortunately, for about 3/4 of this video, I had my microphone muted during recording. So I've decided to do a voiceover posthumously and also remove the face cam because that would look weird, me talking out of sync with myself. So I'm just going to talk about what's going on and sort of voicing my thought process from when I recorded it. Unfortunately, that has been a few days now, so it's not fresh in my mind how I was feeling and what I was thinking, but I'm sure I can conjure some opinions. What I'm doing right now is heading into the next main objective, main story mission, and I'm trying to decide a path, and all I did there was just count that the path I chose was the shortest. I had to get through the fewest zones. Or junctions, as they're actually called. Still struggle with all the terminology, despite 28 episodes now. It's funny watching myself play the game, because so often I'm just telling myself to keep my eyes on the road. I keep watching to the sides, and it's really annoying to see that. But while I'm playing it, I don't even notice that I'm doing it. In fact, it's gonna be an interesting experience, just like talking about my own playstyle and what I'm doing. I've never done that before. So, in a way, this episode is pretty unique. I really don't. Oh, here I was. I wanted to test to see if the handbrake was strong enough to stop the abductors from being able to pull the car, which it seems like is the case. So I had no worries. And then of course I got in the car and the auto parker automatically put me in drive and the car got pulled. Getting a little messed up there. I'm really stressed to try to get to the main objective without the car being completely messed up. Like so often happens, is that I'm like trying to get somewhere, I have a destination, and on the way there the car is getting completely totaled by all the anomalies that I have no ability to avoid. Of course, the game does a really good job of distracting you with the enticing loot that is available in each zone or junction. But here I'm like, I want to get all these sap crystals, or whatever they're called. But there's just so much going on. Sap compressor. Thermal sap crystal. Right. I think the vacuum is like... I didn't like it in the beginning of the game. I was like, why would I ever use this? But now it's one of my favorite tools. It saves so much time and helps you get out of danger much faster. And is very satisfying when you've broken all kinds of things. So there's loot all over the ground and you just pull everything in. If you're wondering, I haven't written a script or anything, and I haven't watched this recording since I made it. So, to some extent, this is a genuine commentary, first-time commentary reaction video. Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense, and is a little weird, but we're doing it. Uh, both tires messed up because I'm being impatient and greedy with the speed boost. And now I'm panicking. There's so much panicking going on. Look at that. I can't even keep control of the car. I never really realized until starting this channel how incredibly difficult it is to produce coherent thoughts and opinions and reactions to whatever is going on in the game while I'm playing it. Because some of the games I've been playing, like, they take up a lot of concentration, especially this one. And so it's really hard to just kind of be able to provide commentary at the same time. So right now, while I'm just watching this and not actually playing it, I feel very comfortable and calm and relaxed, which is a nice change of pace to compare to what it's usually like playing this game and making videos for it. Here we encounter the turncoat condition, which I don't think we've ever done before, and it basically makes the car be haunted. I am really bummed that I lost the footage here, or not the footage, the audio, voice audio, because this episode was a lot of fun to make, and I always have. I really enjoy the main story missions, sort of progressing the story and getting to interact with our friends Francis and Oppie and Tobias. May he rest in peace. Looking at the map, there's like a crazy amount of anchors everywhere. And I'm like trying to figure out what my move is, because I need to get that voice recording or tape. But looking back, this is kind of sort of, you're baited into this area. And here I am utterly perplexed as to what's going on with the car, but it's haunted, which is fun and annoying at the same time, and also really cool. The creativity the developers of this game brought with all the anomalies is just mind-boggling. If you've been watching the episodes subsequently, you'll know that I'm still, at this point, I haven't solved the mystery of my back left door opening constantly. It's frustrating to no end. It's a very annoying quirk. No, like look at all these anomalies in one place, and the bunnies are triggering the tourist traps. And I'm like trying to make it through. And there's so many anchor points, and just driving into tourists. Why not? I'm so greedy. It's like radiation. The car is driving on its own, and there's all these explosives all around the car. And I decide to grab more anchors. And then of course, I have the brilliant idea of driving straight up a hill with the boost. Could have aimed better and this would have gone better, but instead I just stubbornly try to steer my way up this hill with the windshield wipers going nuts. Nope, I turned them off. Good job. And look at the health of the car. See what I was talking about? Trying to get to the end of the journey with the car relatively intact? That is not working out for me in this excursion. Now I have to spend time trying to repair what I can.
Give us the rundown, Francis.
Me?
The electrical grid is your department.
You know the plan as well as I do.
So you'd rather trust me than have to speak up for yourself? Guess you're on your own, driver. Good luck.
Okay, fine. The regular anchors aren't enough to overcharge the arc device to the level we need. But there's an old Anomaly Barricade we can piggyback onto. It's archaic technology, an early attempt to stop anomalies from drifting out into the wider Olympic Peninsula. It worked for some time.
Until it didn't.
But long enough to get the old wall built.
The barricade's in bad shape, but what's a little rampant voltage leakage? Not like the ghosts and goblins of the Deep Zone will mind. And if they do, all the better for Francis. Huh?
Appreciate the olive branch, Oppie, but boy, do you have a lot to learn about the paranormal. I'd be happy to give you a primer after all this is over.
Ugh, hard pass. I'm far too old for that.
The car will induce a current along the barricade, in the same way you did it crossing the old wall. Every connection point needs to be induced within a limited time. Electrify the entire barricade, and we'll have all the power we need.
You heard him. Floor it, driver.
I'm gonna notice there at that our front right tire is completely messed up. At the time, I'm very upset about it. Poor thing, look at that tire. Oh. I feel bad for the car having to drive on that. But my only solution currently is to put a flat tire in instead. Because I can't make sealing kits. Because I have no resources. And then, I think I'm just noticing now that I have a missing door. Our blessed door that keeps opening on its own just got sheared off at some point. I'm super stoked to find more Olympian fragments. So I stand out in the radiation, mining it. I'm really happy with the solar panel rain charger combo. So most of the time while playing the game, the battery is charging. My brain is in editing mode right now, so I'm like, cut this part out, cut this part out, cut this part out. In fact, I might just cut out things that I'm saying right now, depending on how I feel in an hour. Yay, finally! All tires fully functional again. And I stooped so low as to make a crude door. Desperate times, huh? And we're off to the races. Sort of, because I get confused on what my objective is. I guess I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now. Oh, the optional objective, scan barricade map in the operations tower. I'm just noticing, I just noticed it now again. I had noticed it before.
Perfect. I'm uploading the barricade map to your ARC device. By my calculations, if you electrify all 8 posts, you'll have all the power you need. Oppie, does that seem right?
Does it seem right to you?
I think so. Yeah, I ran the numbers a few times, and
Then get to it, driver.
I like that Oppie is sort of like encouraging Francis to be sort of decisive, like Tobias always was. It seems like she's encouraging him to stand up for his opinions and like believe in himself and what his theories are. Have faith in himself. That's cool.
all right, it's working.
It's super satisfying to be driving and having these links charge up. The feedback loop is great. I was a little nervous about... Oh god. Oh yeah, these! I never was able to scan them. Spoiler alert, sorry. There's like a new type of bunny, like explosive bunnies, and they're really difficult to scan.
Looking good, driver.
But I'm a little nervous here because I don't have the shield that we had in the mission where we were doing a similar task. So we could like plow through all kinds of anomalies without damaging the car. But here I just have to avoid all of them. Because I didn't realize we'd be doing something like this again. But I have my turbo boost, which is always fun.
You're making good time. Keep it up.
More of the explosive bunnies. Oof. Like, I don't know when you're supposed to be able to scan them.
A few more to go.
Ouch. I'm so tempted at each of the like barricade gates to stop and loot, but I decided I didn't want to break the tension of the scene. Like the music and all that is kind of encouraging you to go faster. So I forgo all loot. That was the hardest part. I think there's like that magnetized steel exchange device over there that I almost stopped at. Because we need more of those resources. Cool effect.
Device readings at 4.2 gigajoules and holding steady.
Good, then we're all set. The arc device is ready to go. It'll hold that charge for as long as we need it. Pedal to the metal, driver. Storm's coming.
No choice but to head right out. As usual, I forget that that's going to be the case. So I'm just hauling ass with my fancy roof lights. But more Olympian, main. Can't resist. Oh yeah, there's a new anomaly just there. I suspect that this is something, well, I'll voice what I suspect this is in a bit when I unmute my microphone. After having realized I had been playing muted all this time. Didn't feel great. Tell you that much. Look at how greedy I am. Sacrificing the well-being of the car for some Olympian fragments. And at this point, past Irma realizes that she muted herself, so I'll leave you now with her. And thank you for joining me, editing Irma, on this commentary. Ooh.
Hey, driver.
I sent you something, if you don't mind taking a look.
Oh. Optional, get item from Oppie's pneumatube in memoriam. Ah. Okay. Let's close this door. Newsflash, Tacoma, May 16, 1969. Accountant Alejandro Lopez has reappeared after an 8-year absence, claiming to have no memory of where he has been and no awareness of the amount of time that has passed. This is from our reporter Simon Mew. Pneumatube? Right, here. In memoriam. Put in detailing station to equip.
Tobias's favorite cryptid of them all. If it's not too much to ask, if you could put it on your dashboard, so Tobias can come along for the ride, for wherever you're going. But don't feel obligated by any means.
Of course I will, Francis. Never forget. Ride together forever. Is this the Yeti? Oh. Absolutely. We will equip that right now. Aww. I agree, car. What did you just put in the car? Weird. Where are you supposed to go? All the way. As deep can get. Oof. It's loud. Olympium shirt. Explosion resistance. Now we have enough Olympium for that. We need more marsh eggs. So many things we need to be able to unlock that. Oh, we have another chance at some quirk solving. A crude door here. Yeah, let's part ways with that. As well as the incredibly ruined tire. Is the car still running? Oops. I kind of need to put... Is the radio... I think the radio station is changing every time we put it in park. Let's grab the spare door, throw it on here. Every time the shifter shifts to park, radio changes channel. Is shift toggles, maybe? No? Is in park. Oh. Nice. Wait. Now the door opened because we toggled windshield wipers. Did we just discover it? Oops. Wipers toggle. Rear left door opens. No. Switch is on. No. Oops. Switch is off. Seriously? Stays off. Oh my god. This has been haunting us for so many episodes. Because the wipers stay off most of the time, so the rear left door opens. Of course. God, that's annoying. Oops. Yeah, let's repair that right away. Jeez. Still have some other stuff going on here. Okay, so rear left door is closed. Headlight flickers? No. Dims? Brightens? Oh! Wow. Yay! Wow, we've diagnosed so much. I have no idea what the move uphill thing was. And I wonder, something happens to all the doors when we're doing something with the steering wheel. They try to close when I swerve right? Let's try to, oh my gosh. Let's try to confirm that. So steering wheel swerves hard or goes right. Every car door closes. I mean, it doesn't really close, but yay, I got it. Wow, interesting. It's understandable that we wouldn't notice this one either. Wow. Solving so many of these. Granted, with a lot of help. Which I feel a bit bad about. No remaining guesses. I guess I could have tested this, but I'm being lazy. There are lots of entries in the logbook now. The pacemaker. Don't really know what it does, but we were able to scan it. Dictaphone recording. Office of Dr. Ricci, February 12th, 1968. Most of the time, even the majority of the time, the zone makes a mess of everything. It's pure chaos out here. But sometimes, just sometimes, its eternal rearrangement creates something coherent, even useful. This time around, it looks like those useful things are reconstructions of some of our own equipment and inventions, built back into something that's actually functional. They look and behave just like several early prototypes of our first limb labs, but at the same time it's also as if they've been assembled clumsily, by a child or by someone trying to understand how this technology works. Someone improvising, someone learning. Here I am, trying first to understand limb tech and then the zone. Yet sometimes I wonder if something inside it isn't also trying to learn about us. I wonder if this would have charged up our car if we'd gotten close to it. Magnified explosions. All explosions in this part of the zone are particularly violent, meaning they will cause even more damage and destruction. Fun. This was fun. Turncoat. Sometimes that which you trust the most might still be turned against you. My car, our remnant car. Anomaly Barricade map. This map, found at the top of an observation tower, gives detailed layout of Anomaly Barricade relay points. Blown out. It's in tatters. This tire's useful life has come to the most dramatic end. No amount of sealing will fix this irreparable mess, but perhaps you might be able to scrap it for 1 or 2 spare parts. That's what we did. Ah. Hood ornament. The future stylings. In these uncertain times, we must look ahead to the future. I need to equip this. White stripes. How is it that stripes make your car go faster? Scientists just don't know. Wouldn't it be funny if it actually did? Should test that. And then frequency file number 5, part 3. More callers, I guess.
Hello. I haven't been able to sleep since I first started listening to Frequency File. I've been putting the clues together, and I honestly think my grandparents are Alan and Ophelia Turner. They never like talking about their past, but sometimes I'll sneak up to the attic and find photos of them in these weird lab outfits. And what's more, sometimes when they talk in their sleep, they speak another language. I bet it's Russian. You have to check it out.
And the most surprising of the messages.
Don't keep poking your nose around where it doesn't belong. You're not gonna like where you end up. Trust me, I should know.
He identifies himself as Ed Baker, an astronaut on the American spaceflight missions.
Now this isn't a threat. It's just a warning. I went up with the third landing mission. All was well. Readings were nominal. We achieved stable orbit around the moon and began executing the limb-assisted landing procedure. Once it activated, that's when everything went wrong. I wish I could tell you what I saw. I wish I could put it into words. But most of all, I wish I could forget. I don't even look up at the sky anymore. Every night is a terror. Limb technology was a mistake. It wasn't worth it. Yes, we won the race, but the cost was too great. It will always be there, waiting for our next mistake.
Okay, well, maybe that didn't do quite the job of lightening the mood, but knowing that there's so many of you along for the ride with me gives me the determination to continue on, no matter how deep this rabbit hole goes. So thank you, and I'll see you next episode.
Okay. What the hell happened on the moon, if this Ed is speaking the truth? I want to go to the moon. It's a recurring theme for me in video games that it's always fun to go to the moon. And so I'd love it if, because there has been a fair amount of space talk in this game. Alright. That'll have to do for now. I have a feeling we're coming to the end of the game. There's a lot I still want to unlock. Like, there's a ton of stuff we haven't crafted yet. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.